You can see the telephone number plus 25776369268. Sorry, or send me an email. As you see there, it's DVCAP, which means the Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of administration and planning at @rwni.com or habojohn, phd@gmail.com. So you can contact me. Also in my presentation, I'm Apostle, and currently I'm also serving in the capacity of Africa Continental Chairperson of the international movement called the Joshua Generation. The Joshua Generation is an international movement that is established in 261 countries. So I'm Africa Chairperson of this. Okay, I'm also serving as the Dean of Faculty of Leadership and Business Management. Okay, we have already finished the presentation of professor participants. So we are on the third element here, opening remarks and how the facilitation will be. Actually, these short courses will be an interactive session. So here we are allowed to intervene at any time. When you have any question, just raise your hands. I will see on the screen and share, participate, ask a question. So it's an interactive session. And also we will be sharing all ideas. So at the end, I will also give you the all notes, not in PowerPoint, but in a Word document. So also we are required to put our mobile phones in silent mode. Do not disturb the class, and we'll do our best to start on time. Okay. Expectations from this short course. Okay, anyone would like to share what is expecting to have in this short course, organizational leadership and strategy? Okay.
I'm expecting to increase my skills development.
Okay.
So that I will be able to take a quality decision. And the second could be leadership advancement.
Okay.
So as a leader, I need to know more things every day. And I think this is the good platform for me to know from the class and my lecturers and also the team I'm working with, and also to learn from other leaders in the class who are leading different organizations, to take their experience, polish it, and then advance to the next level. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Ambassador Levy. Okay. Okay. Anyone would like to share what are the expectations from this short course? We can receive 2 people. Okay. You are most welcome. Yes. Yes, our Vice Chancellor. Veronique. Prof.
Okay,
Veronique, you can speak.
Thank you very much. When I saw the title of the short course, organizational
leadership,
yeah, leadership
and
and
strategy.
strategy. Yes.
Yes.
Directly something coming to my mind. I said, oh, in this course, I will be empowered in how to lead an organization and to get some strategies. Yes, because leading is not easy. You have to get
Yes.
more or some strategy to do it. Yes, yeah. That's why I said, no, I cannot miss this course. Let me
Yeah.
attend.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I see also the other hands from our CEO. Welcome, CEO.
Yeah, thank you, Professor. I am expecting from this course to learn about principles and the values that should be guiding the leader to be successful. That is the first one. The second one is to learn from other leaders, because we are leading different organizations where from there I'll be able to learn from other experiences and skills from other students. And yeah, that's all most of our my expectation from this short course program. Thank you, Professor. Yes, Prof, I'm done with the presentation. Thank you. Hello. Hello. Can anyone hear me?
I think we lost Professor.
Yeah, I think
Yes,
so.
we can hear you, but Professor
Let-
Jean-Baptiste is not there.
okay, let's check on
All right.
him.
Oh, Prof is disconnected.
Yeah, let's check on him maybe. And yeah, he's coming shortly.
Prof Veronica.
Hello?
Prof, do you know why I like to
Yes.
go to the game reserve to see animals?
You, I like it too. When I was in Pretoria, I used to go to the zoo. Yeah.
Yeah,
And there
you know,
there's a small, you know
yes,
that small,
I
I
know
don't know
the
if it's a
small
train or what,
zoo, yes.
yeah, which passes over. And I used
Because
to pass over everything now, watching animals. It's a good hobby.
God said produce animals in all kinds.
Uh,
The book of Genesis.
yes.
Yes. So I just watch them to say, wow, God just spoke, and then we have got all these lovely creatures. Look at the giraffe.
Yes.
Look at the leopard. Look
Yes.
at these birds. Yes. So
They are beautiful.
they're beautiful. So I see
Yeah.
the amazing power of God.
Okay. In which park
Yes.
do you, or in a zoo or a park or what? Where do you go and watch
I
those
normally
animals?
go to Kruger National Park.
Ah,
Yes, the Kruger
okay, the
National
national
Park
park.
covers
And
three
what are you using? A car?
provinces. Yeah, I'm using
You
the
use
car.
the car? Ah, okay.
Yes, you use the
Yes.
car, you just stay in the car, drive around. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, yes, because now all animals can move around. You can see how they enjoy nature. So every now and then you will go and see you learn a lot how they survive among themselves as different
Yeah.
as they are. Yes.
Yeah.
I've never seen a giraffe and a zebra fighting for the grass.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they all graze in the same territory.
Yeah.
That's the unity I learned from the animals.
Yes. We have also animals in our parks here, but in my province, yes, that Virunga Park is now unsecure. Yes, we no more go there to visit. I can see Professor. Yes, Professor is back.
Yes, Levi, we invite you to come to Rwanda. We will show you gorilla park, mountain gorillas.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, Levi. Hello.
Or Prof is still trying to connect.
Yes, he's trying to see how he can connect.
Okay, all right.
Hello, Prof. We can see you, but we cannot hear. Yes, Executive Chairperson. We are waiting for Professor is connecting with the computer. He was facing connectivity problems. Yeah, we're waiting for a short while, and we welcome you. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Thank you. And my apologies to joining a little bit late.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Janet, now we can hear you. Maybe the problem of mic is resolved. Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. I can see that we are still waiting for Professor to get back to the room.
Hello.
Yes, Prof.
Hello.
Welcome back. Thank you.
Yeah, yes,
thank
Prof.
you. Yeah, and I'm really deeply sorry because there was a sudden disconnection. So it took time to reconnect. So I'm really deeply sorry. Okay, I'm just opening the file so that we can resume. Okay, just wait a few minutes. I'm opening the file.
Right.
Okay. Okay, it is processing, but in a few minutes it is ready. Let's welcome and Chumbe from Africa Tourism Board. You are most welcome. And there are also newcomers. So while waiting just the file to finish opening process, you can come and introduce yourself by telling us your names and your marital status and also eventually your hobby. So I see also Apostle Aime and Chumbe, you are most welcome. And the file is almost finished to open. So welcome. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, Prof. We can hear you.
Yeah, welcome. So you can tell us a few about yourself. That's okay. But the file in a few seconds opening. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Prof. Really appreciate once again. We are really personally enjoying your presence and my participation to this platform.
Yes.
It's really a pleasure. My name is Cuthbert Ngube, based in South Africa and attached to the African Tourism Board. And yes, I'm married with two beautiful children, a boy and a girl.
Okay. Excellent. So it's a pleasure pleasure to welcome you in this course. So let's invite Celestine to allow me to share the screen. So he has disabled participant to share. So Celestine can, if you hear me, allow me to share the PowerPoint screen. I see also Papa Poster and me and okay. I see. Now I can share the screen. Let's open it. Okay. Fine. Okay. Okay. We are there. Let's share. Are you able to see? Okay.
Yes.
Good to see.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. Even if there is a delay, we catch up. Okay. Here we were just trying to share our expectations. So the course organizational leadership and the strategy has as purpose, this is the first slide. So the purpose of this course, as introducing the course aim to explore the challenges to effective organizational leadership and management that the leaders of today, contemporary managers faces in a rapidly changing environment. So today we are really in an environment that is really very, very dynamic. So here, when we are talking about organizational leadership, we are talking about how leaders of today who are leading organizations in such a dynamic environment should really operate. So here the participant is introduced to the basic concepts of management and organizations, while primarily emphasizes is giving 2-3 primary functions. So the planning, the organizing, and the controlling. So it takes us into consideration leadership personality differences and promotes the fact of being an agent of influence. So here as leaders, we are required to influence our subordinates, our team in an organization, mainly to organize very well our work, to plan very well, and also to control. Yes, in an organization that is functioning very well, it should reach necessarily organizational goals. It should be well structured. So it takes into consideration leadership personalities differences and promote the fact of being an agent of influence instead of playing the big boss role. Okay, here in leadership, we are going to see together how we can understand the difference between a leadership boss role and also motivational leadership. So servant leadership, because as a Christians, okay, we have also to apply leadership that takes the model to Christ. So there are many schools of leadership that people can follow, but what is really recommendable, what is really advisable is really the servant leadership, the model of leadership that has been inspired by Jesus Christ himself. So what is advisable for Christians is to lead as Jesus has given us the model. So it's the servant leadership. And this kind of leadership is to influence others, to follow, to have the habit to work as they are under the supervision of the Master Jesus himself. So in the same line, the purpose of this organizational leadership is examined as the process of influencing other people to achieve organizational goals through the efficiency implementation of an organizational strategy. So if we are talking about strategy, okay, for an organization, we have to capture this as a global approach, okay, to move from where the organization is to where the organization wants to be, okay? Suppose that today organizations are on point A and they want to reach point C or B, okay? Now, what is really the strategy that will allow the organization A to move from point A to the point D? How? This is the main question that should be answered when we are talking about the strategy. So the course reviews and builds upon the basic knowledge of leadership provided in an introduction to organizational behavior course by expanding the scope and the depth of the participants' knowledge of leadership theories, by providing practice in basic leadership skills, and by identifying and developing the participants' self-style and motivational techniques conducive to high performance in various organizational settings with a very diverse workforce. Okay, here, as we are introducing this course, we have to capture that in an organization, the way leaders are leading followers or subordinates leading. So we are going to see together in these short courses how we can discover our own leadership personalities and try to see what may be our strengths and our weaknesses that are influencing our way of working in a team. So how we are cooperating with others, how we are influencing others. We are going to go through some exercises that help us really to know our personalities, our dominant strength, because all of us are of different personalities, but is leadership personalities that are more predominant. Organizational leadership is examined as the process of influencing other people to achieve organizational goals through the efficiency implementation of organizational strategy. The course review and build upon the basic knowledge of leadership and in an behavior course by expanding the scope and depth of the participant knowledge of leadership. Settings with a very diverse workforce. Here, we are working in an environment where we have also many organizational members from also different cultures, from different countries, from different regions, from different backgrounds. So as experts in leadership, we have also to develop what we call versatility steps. So we are going to see all this in this course to develop what we call adaptive mechanisms to work in cooperation, in also tolerance, in also a spirit of cooperation. So we are going to see all this together. As course objectives, okay? Course learning objectives. So at the end of this course, the participants will be able to define what leadership is and how it is applied at a level of organizational management. Second objective, we are going to demonstrate understanding of the basic of leadership and motivation. Understand the difference between the leadership style of big boss and the inspirational leader, what we call servant leader style. So we are going to see together the difference between the two. Determine what is necessary to lead a team and organizations and how to integrate this with business. Okay, with business management. Another objective is that develop skills in communicating, influencing, and negotiating with peers, subordinates, and senior managers. Become adept at assessing leadership traits and the qualities in ourselves and others. Developing leadership versatility steps to those who are different in leadership style to promote cooperation. Okay, let's finish objectives, and we are going to come back and ask a few questions. So, objective, appreciate the importance of organizational culture and the leader's role in establishing it. Understand the key success factors for successful role of management of change in dynamic organizations. Using leadership skills for problem solving. Capture the key difference between management from Fayol and the new approaches. Understand the 5 levels of leadership according to John Maxwell. Okay, those are the objectives that will be covered in this short course. Okay, now let's raise some questions. Based on your expectations, okay? Have you captured that with covering such objectives, okay, you will be able to get the responses to your expectations. Okay, I want you to make some comments before proceeding. Welcome. Welcome. Any comments, any?
Books which one could buy, like
Okay. For the strategy, that's another part. So within this overview of organizational leadership management, okay, there are different sub-chapters. For example, management and the leadership. Second, functional organizations. 3, concept of leadership in organizational management. 4, organizational culture. 5, organizational structure. 6, project leadership. And 7, leadership theories. 8, unified theory of leadership. And 9, the 5 levels of leadership. That has been developed also by Maxwell. So we are going to see all this in this short course. Okay, chapter 3 will be foundations of the new leadership. Foundations, the global issues in the new leadership approach. 4, understanding your own leadership behavior and develop versatility steps. Here, with this chapter, it is really important for leaders to know themselves and to know also their subordinate leadership personalities, so that when we are interrelating with them, we should know what are the strengths of this one and what are also the weaknesses, and how myself can adjust my own leadership personality to cooperate more and to interrelate more with my subordinate. So the last chapter will be the overview of a business strategy. So we are going to come back to this. But even the previous chapters for understanding ourselves is related also to how we develop our strategies to cooperate better with others and to achieve with efficiency the organizational objectives. So we are going to cover all those different points as raised. Okay, any comments or observations before going on? Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
Yes.
Yes, I've seen the content of that short course. I don't know how many times I'm going to
How many times? The time?
the days, how many days?
Okay,
Because I
okay.
can see that it's a big content.
It's
I don't know
5.
if in 5
It's
days.
5 days. So we start Monday. Tomorrow we continue Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Okay.
So it's from
Yes, if I'm
3rd to 8th.
if I'm asking, it's because when we on Friday, I don't know if it was on Friday or Saturday, when we finished that, it was on Friday. Yeah, the lecturer showed us other things that we didn't cover in that course, and I don't know
It
if
will
it
be
was
6 days. Sorry, it will be 6 days because we are starting from 3rd and we finish on Saturday 8th.
Saturday.
8, yes. It's a 6 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, okay. We hope we'll be able to cover all those 5 chapters. No problem. We do our best to finish and successfully. Okay.
Now I don't know if I'm right. I had the feeling that we didn't finish the other course, because when we finished, he showed us other chapters which were not covered
In the management.
in the other course that we finished. Management,
last
yes.
week. Last week.
Yeah, last week.
Okay, that was the course of management that has been facilitated by Dr. Patrice, isn't it?
Yeah, yes. Because there was something like organization, but I don't know if this is the following of that or this is another course.
No, here there are some aspects that can be found in an organization that are related to management and other aspects within the same organization that can be addressed in the light of leadership, okay? Because between management and the leadership, there is not really a net frontiers, but there are somehow some point of similarities. But when you are not really well informed, you can be confused, okay? Because there are some aspects that can be addressed in the light of leaders, okay? When others can be addressed in the light of managers, okay? So we are going to see all those issues to help you to capture the difference. That's the reason why there are some courses that are to be taught before others so that we may have prerequisite skills. Okay?
Okay. It's
Okay.
okay.
Okay, okay. Let's receive also other comments or observations. So you are most welcome before introducing the first chapter. Any other comments? Okay. If not, we just introduce the chapter second because we have finished the introduction. So here we talk about the overview of organizational management and leadership, the overview. As the Vice Chancellor was asking, here I also invite you to come back and try to make a distinction between between management and the leadership. Okay. If you are leading an organization, okay. When you are leading an organization, there are some organizational goals, okay? Some organizational goals or objectives, key objectives, okay? And here project objectives are concerned and completed by people who are involved in a whole process of project initiation, planning, execution, controlling, and completion. The organization not only requires an efficient manager, but also a qualified leader who can lead the team effectively. Okay. Here you see there are two main concepts. So efficient manager, but also a qualified leader who can lead the whole team effectively. Okay, here we have to capture very well. Finally, a manager who is not necessarily a qualified leader, okay? Can he lead the whole team of an organization efficiently? Yes or no, okay? And why? Let's invite you to think more, think deeper, okay? Because we are going to come back to this, okay? Here we say an efficient manager who is not necessarily, okay, a qualified leader, a competent leader. Can he lead the whole team effectively, efficiently? Yes or no? Why? Okay? You can make a comment and it's just in an introduction. We are going to come back to this, okay? Who can try to respond? An efficient manager who is not necessarily a qualified leader. Can he lead the whole team efficiently? Yes or no? Why? Who wants to answer?
Let me try, Prof.
Yes,
sorry.
welcome. Welcome. Yes, Ambassador.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I thought someone is on the floor. The question is, can a manager who is, yes?
Yes, can a manager who is not necessarily a qualified leader, can he lead the team, the organizational team, efficiently? Yes or no? Why? That's the open question.
Yeah, I think to me, the answer is no. Yes, he can't lead this kind of group of people because managers and leaders are not the same to start with. To me, managers are people who focus on operational and implementation. And leaders, they look at the long-term goal and strategy. And that the organizational objectives are achieved. But they need to, yes. But now, coming to the question that can a manager who is not necessarily qualified leader, can he lead this kind of group of people? My answer is no, because he's not a qualified leader. Therefore, he's capable to manage. But when we talk about leadership skills, it's visionary people who look beyond the normal line of duty.
Okay, excellent.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really a key point that should be well noted, because here there is such a difference. A manager is there to implement organizational objectives, to execute plans, but leaders have to see beyond, to see far, anticipate. So there are really complementing each other. So let's continue a little bit. So we come back to this. Here we see, okay. A leader is someone who sets direction in an effort, wait a little bit, okay, in an effort and influences people to follow that direction. It is important to have skills in forming, leading, and facilitating an organization or project team. However, a coherent theoretical foundation that explains how leadership engage people fully and effectively is lacking. This has been said by Howell in 2006. So the organization manager's job is mostly about dealing with people. It is absolutely essential that he exercise leadership as well as management skills. Okay. We continue a little bit. On one hand, the management could be defined as making unsolicited contributions to the organization. On the other hand, the definition of leadership that seems to best express the meaning of the word is this: the pyramid climbers. Okay, leadership is the art of getting others to want to do something that you believe should be done. The operative word is, the definition is want. Okay, here we have to capture the two expressions. the expression of want, okay? Subordinate or organizational team members have to want to achieve organizational goals or objectives. But in management, if you want or you do not want, okay, a manager is there to push you, okay, to push you and do what he wants you to do, okay? But we are going to see this kind of difference between both leadership style and motivational leadership style. So there are differences. Okay. Okay, any question here? Because we want to close the day, it's already 8. So if we want to lead by influencing others, okay, we have to push those others to want, huh? Yes. Any question? Yes.
Yes. Can I ask?
Yes.
Yeah. Excuse me, Professor.
Yes.
I'm still confused. I don't understand very well the difference between the manager and the leader. If you can explain in a simple way, simple words,
okay,
or with examples, yeah.
Yes, let's come, for example, to the previous course, the management, okay? You remember we have learned together that in management, there are those who are on top management levels, isn't it? You remember?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
and also executive management levels, you remember? Okay.
Yes.
Now, the difference between the two is that those who are in the top leadership management, okay, they are there, for example, to approve the budget, to approve the strategic plans, okay? Now, before approving all those plans, okay, what are the skills that are required to them to be able really to approve in an efficiency way, okay, is to anticipate, isn't it? They try to see far, okay, and they can say, no, in our projection, for example, our organization wants to reach there, okay? So they can advise how to correct, how to adjust, because they see far, okay? They have the goals, they have the long-term objectives. So for them, even when they are analyzing, reviewing, okay, different plans, they can easily identify some areas of weaknesses. Is it clear? But the managers, they can, for example, recruit, okay, a general director. He is there to sit and implement all strategic orientation documents, like, for example, strategic plan or business plan. They can implement this. Even the plan of recruitment, how many people will be needed in our organization. All those managers have to implement what the board members have advised, have approved. Otherwise, if they do not implement what the board members have advised, they can even be chased, isn't it? Okay, so managers are there to implement or to execute plans, but not necessarily by anticipating the consequences of their decisions, okay? Sometimes you can see a manager, he can just come early in the morning, maybe he has a conflict with subordinate. He can even take a decision to fire someone without even respecting the code of conduct or the rules and the regulations that are governing the organizations, but the leaders, even before approving such decisions, they have to anticipate all consequences and try to investigate to find out if they are really in alignment with the law, in alignment with the internal rules, so that the organization may not be in trouble. I don't know if you have captured something. It's really important. Yeah, it is a good question.
Prof, can I add?
Yes, you can add.
Thank you. Thank you. Just some few years back, I was a member of UNISA Council at the top executive level. What happened? That's why I distinguish between strategic planning and strategic implementation. Top management, they will do the right thing in terms of planning, approve budget and everything, and give a plan to managers to execute, to implement. That's where organizationally the implementation fails. You give them 10 million to build a 7-story building, just for an example. They must get engineers, painters, electricians, and so on. Within 6 months before the completion, the budget is finished. But according to the score, everything was budgeted accordingly. They overspent, but the project is incomplete. Some instance, the project is completed, but is poor service. The walls are falling apart and everything. So if we can take care of the implementation, the execution of the plan, that's where more organizations are failing. Yes, that's what I've realized, that strategic implementation, we lack managers who will implement what has been planned by top executive management to say, go and execute this. So if we can iron this level of implementation in Africa, I think we will make a difference in organizational development. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. That's true. In all organizations, there is a strategic leadership which is really giving the right direction to where we want to reach, but also there is a strategic implementation. So where we need really skilled people to be appointed on the right posts with the knowledge needed and with experience needed, so that the plans can be well implemented. But the plans, the strategic planning from executive leadership is really also fundamental, because if we do not reflect our really goals, our roadmap, our clear direction, even those who will be implemented will not really be able to implement sufficiently. It's really very, very important. But at all levels, strategic orientation and implementation, even up to the lowest level in an organization, because we are also talking about organizational leadership, from the CEO, the chief executive, the board chairperson, up to even the support staff who is cleaning in an office, who is just preparing a tea. That lowest level, all levels should be in alignment to reach organizational goals. It's really fundamental. Another simple example is, for example, a driver. Between, for example, the top level leader and the driver, in driving, for example, a car, who is the most leader in driving? Is the top leader or a driver in driving a car? Suppose you want to leave from one place to another. Who is the top leader? between a driver and a top leader. Who is a top leader in driving a car?
The driver.
Huh? Why? Justify your response. Huh?
Yeah, he has
Between a
skills
driver.
of driving.
Huh?
He, let me say it in French.
Yes.
Oui,
Yes.
il a les connaissances de conduire. C'est lui qui doit bien conduire. Ouais, même si je suis son chef, je suis son boss, mais c'est lui qui maîtrise l'art de conduire. Yes.
Okay, that's fine. So the driver, he has the skills of driving. Even if I'm the boss, I'm the top level supervisor, yes, he is the one who has to control everything in the car so that he may drive perfectly. Otherwise, he will be failing. So as we are limited to driving, he's also a leader. So we have to distinguish different leaders at different levels of organizations. So we are complementing each other. That even in a course of strategic leadership, a strategist leader is to recognize that there are also other leaders. Thank you very much. Let's stop here today. And I'm sorry for the 10 minutes we have go beyond. It was also due to these interruptions. I'm sorry. So let's thank all of you for this session and welcome you tomorrow from 6. And before closing the day, let's invite our CEO also to lead us in a closing prayer, or if there are also some remarks, you are welcome.
Thank you, Prof.
CEO, welcome.
Thank you, Prof. I do appreciate your program, this discourse. We are really eagerly waiting to grasp more and more from this course. Thank you for that. Let's pray. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Lord, for keeping us alive and having this professor. And thank you for giving the time to be with him. Thank you for blessing our fellow students. Thank you for blessing the leaders. Thank you for newcomers. We thank you, Lord, for everything that has been done during this session. And we pray, Father, that you come and be with us in next sessions that are remaining, so that we may finish this course successfully and cover off the whole content that is in this course. We pray that, and we thank you that you are going to keep us alive until we get ready to discuss tomorrow. Thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. Thank you. Thank you.
Amen.
Yeah, for
thank you very much.
Thank you.
For Limas and everything is just to to welcome other students, because this is the new course, and it will be part of short course programs, but also for those who will continue degree program, it will also be a degree course program, because we will sum up different courses, and then at the extent that those who will be following short course programs in different times will be able to get degrees. Thank you so much, and may God bless you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
So much.
Welcome again tomorrow. I don't know if the Vice Chancellor want to say something. Welcome.
Yeah, excuse me, CEO.
Yes.
Yes, I wanted just to know if all students are invited to attend this course, our student from theology or not, because
Yes.
today I won't see,
Yes.
I
Yes.
didn't see many of them.
Yeah, we have clearly explained about 3 courses, which are accounting, management, and organizational leadership and strategy that are being covered with theological students and other secular studies, other students. But after this short, this is the last one. After this one, we'll be able to continue with only with those who are registered for short course programs, because why this course should have been covered in theological programs in Revealed Word Bible College programs, and our students who are following uh, um, uh, bridging courses or preparatory courses were to follow those 3 courses. And then we said it's really reasonable to have those experts in leadership, in accounting, in management to teach our theological students. That means we have uh, 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 for their transcript, for example, this is for undergraduate program, not postgraduate programs. For undergraduate students, they will have on their transcript those courses as course the course that sum up the whole programs with other courses, and uh, this is also to show the importance of those 3 courses in the ministry, because the ministry, we need management, we need leadership, we need accounting, we need these 3 courses have been really the leadership or lead word lead word Bible College, so that those courses are really important to be covered by ministers. And then, as we're working in a collaboration or in partnership with Revealed Word Bible College, we saw that it's important that those courses could have or will be offered by the expertise, those professors and doctors who are really well placed to teach these courses. But from now, we're going to also afford those courses, starting by this one, as also short course programs for other students who are not theological students. That means, for example, we have this new student, Kat Bitmwe from African Tourism Board. He's now following this course as the course that he will be, for example, in because he's following he's registered from international relations. You know, you cannot study international relations without learning leadership or this management or this organizational leadership. So with some other courses, he will be able to continue his short course program, and then will be able to be awarded, for example, as a post certificate, certificate, post certificate, post graduate certificate, and then if he continues, for example, after 3 months or 6 months, he will be aiming to postgraduate diploma through short course programs, because there will be different periods that will be having different students, but we say those are students for those short course programs, but they are going to receive the programs that will aim to having, for example, postgraduate certificate. postgraduate diploma after having, but because they will have they have to have a bachelor degree in different backgrounds. Yeah, I think I'm clear. And then because they have, for example, bachelor's degrees from, for example, management, from, for example, education, from accounting, they may need, for example, short course programs, and then they will be awarded a postgraduate certificate and a postgraduate diploma. But those who may need, for example, to go on with their master's programs, they may be following some courses to cover or to augment, to complement those courses that will have been taught. And then they do their searches, and then they work on their master's degree. This is how the program is going to be achieved. Thank you. If there is any other question, we can also go on, or we can also discuss in other room. Thank you, because I can see that the time is rushing. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes,
for
that
your
means
attendance.
that means
And if,
a theological. The students who are in the Faculty of Theology and Biblical Studies who want to study these short course programs will register for these short courses. Yeah. But for these 3 courses, it was like a free. Thank you.
yeah. Thank you. So let's close the day here. So you will come tomorrow from 6, and thank you for all your participation. Be blessed and good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Good night, Prof.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank
Good
you.
night to you.
Thank you. Okay,
Thank you.
bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. God bless you, sir.
The same to you. Thank you.